Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm Krishna from Sony, and in this video I'm going to provide a run-through of the Interactive Collab notebook for the task of music source separation. Now, in the past, have you ever heard a song and felt like you wanted to hear the different components of the song such as vocals, drums, bass, etc. separately? Turns out some researchers at Sony also had a similar thought, and they proposed a deep learning model called CrossNet Open Unmix or XUMX. In XUMX, the authors introduced several architecture and laws changes to improve upon the state-of-the-art music source separation model to achieve even better results. So the aim is as follows. Given a song, we want to separate the different components of the song such as vocals, bass, drums, and likewise other instruments. So to access this Collab notebook, you can go to the Nabla Examples repository webpage, scroll down to the interactive demos section, and click Open in Collab for XUMX music source separation. So the notebook that I will demonstrate utilizes the Nabla implementation of the XUMX model. I encourage you to read the original paper and go through the code base for more detailed understanding of the working of this model, the links to which you can find in the video description. So let's get started with this Collab notebook. First, we will have to do some preparation in order to run our model. We will set the hardware accelerator as GPU. It's set, save. Now we will download the required libraries to run this notebook. Now that the libraries are installed, let's clone the Sony AI Research Code repository that contains the XUMX code. We will also download the pre-trained weights of the XUMX network architecture. Now done that, it looks good to go. Now we'll have to upload a music file for the source separation task. If you do not already have a file, you can get a file by following this link, which contains the WAV files for some of the songs. Now please note that the memory requirement for this model is high and there are memory limitations to running this in Collab. So the code might not work for longer music files. We will need to use a music file of the duration within 15 seconds. If you want to use it for a longer music file, you'll need to split them up into 15 seconds chunk, perform the source separation per chunk, get the music files of the different sources, and then you can stitch the different sources per chunk back together to get the complete files. Now for the purpose of this video, I already have a 15-second sound clip prepared by my colleague Andrew Shin. A big shout out to him for helping me with this. Let's listen to this clip to get an idea of what we should be expecting from our music source separation model. Very catchy tune, isn't it? Now let's upload this. And now let's run our model on this clip to see the results. So it looks set. Let's check the results. Let's start with drums. Well, that seemed great. The drum separation seems to be perfect. Now let's listen to bass. So bass separation also seems good. Let's listen to vocals. So vocals are also well separated. It's not perfect, but I think the model still does a reasonable job in separating out vocals. Now let's listen to the other components that complete the song. Now when we heard the sound clip earlier, you could feel that there were other things or other instruments in the original clip apart from vocals, drums and bass that completed the song. So now let us check whether our model was able to capture those other instruments as well. So again, it's not perfect as some elements of vocals were also captured in this, but I think overall the model does a reasonable job in separating out the different components of this sound clip. Now in the similar manner, you can upload another clip and play around with the model to see how it performs on any other custom or random music clip. So I hope I was able to help you in understanding this example and how to go about experimenting with it. Thank you so much for watching.